Hi, folks. Welcome to today's episode of What in the World. I'm hanging out under the bed today because it's raining in LA, and that's what cats do when it rains. Anyway, on this week's episode of What in the World, I think Betty Lee and Bruce Bostwick are going to be talking about something that was trending today. It was something about Facebook and Cambridge Analytica and a data breach. Will Mark Zuckerberg be in trouble? Well, we'll see what happens. And let us know about your take on this week's episode of What in the World. Hi, folks. Welcome to our next episode of What in the World. I'm one of your co-hosts, Bruce Bostwick, and my co-host.
Hi, I'm Betty Lee. Welcome back, guys.
So our topic for this week, it feels like this is literally trending today, something about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg and
Cambridge Analytics, who happen to be aligned with Trump.
Oh, please.
And, Facebook is really getting sucked into this whole breach of data and possible Russian interference with Trump being elected. So it's a big deal.
Get over it, people. You won't. Okay.
Wow.
So,
Bruce, are you on Facebook?
Me? Well, I guess you got to be these days. This whole social media thing. You have to be there.
Right. So aren't you a little worried if your data, your personal data, was breached?
I'm sure it wasn't breached.
You're positive.
I'm positive.
You're not one of the 50 million Facebook users that were compromised?
No, it's just the liberals. They're saying this group, Cambridge Analytica, they stole data or something to help the Trump campaign. Yeah.
Oh, so they only stole liberals' data and not the conservative people's data?
Maybe they stole a lot of data, but the data that they took, they're making it sound like it was all put out to help the Trump campaign. That's what they make it sound like.
I think it's bigger than that. I think that you mentioned earlier, I think, about taking quizzes and all of that. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And those quizzes would take you to
personality quizzes.
Right,
Yeah.
but they would take you to fake pages on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that? That's not good.
Yeah, I guess privacy, it's...
Privacy is not a thing.
Well, it is a thing.
Yeah, important thing, I would think.
Yeah, it's kind of like very important.
Right? So that's why this is such a big deal. And today, Mark Zuckerberg said, we have a responsibility to protect your data, and if we can't, then we don't deserve to serve you, he wrote in a Facebook post.
Yeah, I think I read that.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds kind of like, what would this world be without Facebook? Well, 20 years ago it wasn't around.
So what was the world like then without Facebook?
Sort of like the way it was without the internet.
Yeah, but now I think that we've come too far to go back, right? We're in a right now generation, right? Where everything is instant. Like this story just broke.
Yeah.
And we both read it.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine not having internet.
It would be weird, yeah. And well, if they find out that this helped the Trump campaign, then who? Well, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? That would be terrible. That would be more with this in line with what they're investigating him for. Interfering in a democratic election in what is supposed to be the greatest nation in the world, right?
Well, it is the greatest nation in the world because he's making it great. But no, it'll be interesting to see how this thing plays out with this Cambridge Analytica and whether the data was stolen.
Yeah, it definitely will be interesting.
Yeah.
I think that Zuckerberg is doing an interview later on this evening. So, let's watch that and see what happens.
Yeah. And folks, just let us know what you think about all this. And
yeah, we'll take care.